Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 2903. today's date is today's date is 22 October 2023. It's almost like a night at 9:18 p.m. No, 10:18 p.m. Okay. All right. So what is exactly happened today? Nothing really happened. Okay. Like basically today I should supposed to be record my gameplay, but I didn't really record my gameplay because of that key yesterday I have already uploaded video. Okay, video was really good. Next project is car for sale simulator. So it's just like that now. Like since the morning I went to Amboda, okay, with my mother. Amboda is kind of like a something religious place, and yeah, I went there with my mother for kind of like a something really religious stuff. Okay, I came from Amboda at 3:30 p.m. Okay, like entire morning. Like I never really like touch my computer. I never really turn on my computer. Okay, I came at 3:30 and I just started like basically I was just doing research or things like that. But I just wanted to tired. Okay, I already been tired, so I just like I I didn't really thought that ki I have to record the gameplay right now because my mental condition is not really that because I'm tired. I decided that after the workout I will record my gameplay. So then I went to workout. I came after that. I was also tired because of that ki I went workout and haven't really ate anything. So if I record, I I like it will be like lose my energy. Okay, still it's little bit lose energy after ate dinner because entire day I was actually so. Uh, I think that tomorrow I will record my gameplay, but not now. Okay, because sometimes now okay, like basically, if I wanted to record my gameplay, yeah, I can record my gameplay at this moment. Like after the artifact episode, I can record my gameplay. Okay, but the like basically in the end na, the how much value do I put while recording it's matter. Like it's not supposed to be like I'm just a playing game and that's it. No, I have to put values in there while recording my gameplay. I have to be kind of like energized, like my recording has to be feel really good. Okay, my performance has to be really good. Okay, I won't be able to reply entirely on post production. No, sometimes production is really matter. Okay, and during the production you have to put your entire 100%. And today I didn't really feel that I do have that. I just feel little bit of little bit of thandi. Okay, I just wanted to bring sweater. Okay, just let me wear the sweater. Let me pause a while. All right, now it's good. Okay, so yeah, this is all those things happen. Okay, so let's just jump to the question. These questions are really good. Okay, really great. I just understand myself even better. Okay, so question is, what something your family think is a normal that everyone else think is weird? uh okay, I get it. Okay, the question says that he like basically like specifically they mention the question mention a family, like it's not mention a you. Okay, it's mention a family. The question is that ki what something your family think is a normal but for everyone feels weird. No, nothing really at all. Yeah, like my family is kind of like a something really typical Indian family. Yeah, nothing really that much kind of like a weird or anything. Normal. All right. How many pillows do you need to sleep with? One pillow. Yeah, at under my head, I need at least one pillow. If I get two or three pillow, uh, I don't know what would I do. Okay, but I need at least one pillow. Okay, if I get two or three pillow, might be like scattered away during the night, but I need at least one pillow. Uh, should Pluto still consider should Pluto still be considered a planet? Okay, it's my opinion. Like basically, this question says that, for your opinion, is Pluto is considered to be a planet or what? So, okay, so like basically is that na, if I ask this question, I just wanted to elaborate this question with analyze this question properly. Okay, so almost like maybe I don't know, but a couple of years ago, in our solar system, we have a nine planet: um, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, uh, um, Jupiter, then Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Okay, so basically these are the nine planet. But year ago, they actually the society of um, like science and people who is actually they actually consider as a Pluto is not a planet. Okay, and then from for the entire world there are almost like a eight planet in our solar system, but like a couple of years ago we have nine planet. So Pluto shouldn't consider as a planet. And why? Because it has so many reasons. Let me explain to you for kind of like a something really a normal, like a common people perspective. From the common people perspective, Pluto, like, consider Pluto as a planet or not consider Pluto as a planet. Like if people think that Pluto should be considered as a planet, those people didn't really know what is exactly the astrology, what is exactly the science, and why Pluto didn't really consider as a planet. Okay, because of that, Pluto is actually a very, very small planet. Yeah, it's actually a very small. Like, let me tell you one thing. Um, Entire Australia, like, basically is that na ki this Pluto is actually even less than the entire Australia. Yeah, like if you could wrap up the entire Australia, still some of the Australia is actually remaining. Okay, so it is so small planet. And if you consider as that like there are some sort of thing required to be a planet. First of all is that that planet should be at least have some sort of mass. Okay, so that it can rotate around itself. And as also I don't know, but somehow it's just like that na ki I don't really know about why what makes some certain thing as a planet, but Pluto shouldn't consider as a planet because Pluto is a very small. Okay, and somehow it just kind of like the shape of Pluto is not that much circular. Yeah, it's yeah, it is not that circular. As also somehow The asteroids are actually way bigger than Pluto. Okay, like if you went to the like asteroid belt is in Mars and Venus, Mars and Jupiter. So no, Earth and Mars. Okay, asteroid belt. I don't know. Let me Google it. Asteroid belt in solar system. Where is asteroid asteroid belt in our solar system? Basically, in between Earth and Mars. Um, oh, sorry, it's in between Mars and Jupiter. Okay, it's between Mars and Jupiter. Okay, so in asteroid belt, there are a couple of asteroid means like that ki like kind of like a something really rock, but those rocks are way bigger rock. And in that asteroid belt, some of the rocks are so big, even like basically bigger than Pluto. Yeah. So it's, I don't know why I didn't really know. Like, okay, let me Google it now. Like, we have chat GPT now. Okay, let me just understand why Pluto is not con- considered as a planet. Pluto is not considered a planet by the International Astronomical Union because it doesn't meet all the three criteria established for celestial body to be classified as a planet. First of all, it must orbit the sun. Okay, okay. So Pluto will might not orbit the sun. I don't know, but yeah, it must have sufficient mass to ensure. It must have sufficient mass to assume as a nearby round shape. As I told you, na Pluto is not round. Yeah. And third point, it must have clear the neighborhood around the orbit, meaning it should be gravitationally dominated in orbital zone. Okay, so basically is that na ki like in our solar system, we have so many satellite. Okay, Earth have a satellite called Moon, a natural satellite, because in our orbital zone we are actually dominating planet. Okay, Jupiter is also much bigger dominating planet because Jupiter has almost like a, I don't know, so many satellite around, revolve around the Jupiter. So basically Pluto doesn't really have kind of like a something really uh, dominating gravitational zone that like some of the like a comet or some of the whatever it is, like a comet, like Pluto doesn't really have any satellite. Okay, because its gravitational pull is so less, really less. Okay, so Pluto meet first two criteria. Okay, okay, yeah, it orbits the sun and okay, first two criteria. Okay, Pluto meet first two criteria, but it failed the third one. Pluto share as orbital neighborhood with other object in Kepler belt, Kuiper belt, and it isn't gravitationally dominant. Therefore, it was reclassified as a dwarf planet. Oh, it's a dwarf planet in 2006. This decision was made to clarify the classification of celestial objects in our solar system and distinguish them from full-fledged planet. Oh, now I understand. Okay, so why Pluto should not consider a planet? Because Pluto doesn't really have that much gravitational pull. Okay, like in Earth we have a gravitational pull, so that we pull the moon towards Earth. But as also moon has also its own gravity. It basically is that na कि we have a kind of like a dominating planet in our gravitational zone, so that's why we are kind of like a became a planet. Okay. um, Obviously Pluto is so small planet, so it shouldn't have that much mass, and if you didn't really have that much mass, then obviously you didn't really have that much gravitational pull. So yeah, so Pluto is a dwarf planet. Yeah. Yeah, that is good, yeah. Like somehow those questions are really help me a lot about the scientific stuff. Like I know ki why Pluto. Like I know that ki Pluto is not considered as a planet, but I never really know why. Like if I didn't really ask this question to myself, now I realize that ki yeah, Pluto is revolve around the sun. Yeah, Pluto is revolve around the sun. They say na Pluto meets first two criteria. Okay, so basically Pluto revolve around the sun. That is good. And another is that it has sufficient mass to assume nearby round shape or hydrostatic equilibrium. Uh, Pluto like is not round shape. I don't know. Okay, whatever. I just asked this question a lot. Okay, but this is my point of perspective. Okay, if this question, like my point of perspective, before I understand this answer and everything, my answer was that ki, do I consider Pluto as a planet? Uh, no, I am not consider Pluto as a planet. All right, yeah, this is a really good question. Yeah. Uh, okay. Would you ever run for president? Would you ever run for president? Run means like that ki would you ever wanted to become a president? But still I'm not really understand this question, so I just want to copy and let me understand this thing, because somehow some questions I think I might understand, but the meaning of those was something really different, so I just want to understand it very properly. क्या आप कभी राष्ट्रपति पद के लिए दौड़ेंगे? या सेम थिंग. So, like, do I want it to be a president, or do I want it to be uh, like a prime minister? Uh, I don't know, dude. Okay, like basically is that now when I will have that much more opportunity, like I don't know. Okay, if like the question says na कि will you be able, like basically will you want to become a president or prime minister? My answer is no, because of that कि I have something really things to do in my life. Okay, and yeah, became a president or became a prime minister, you can do lot of changes on your country, on your surrounding and everything. But I think that ki I am not qualified for that particular person. Qualify means like I'm not enough for that particular position, because being a prime minister or being a president required a lot of responsibility, and I'm not really sure that ki I will handle that responsibility. Okay, but if I get that position, then I will definitely do that. Definitely want to become a prime minister or president. Okay, But my initial thought is that ki, no, I don't want to be a prime minister or, or president, because yeah, this is my initial thought at this moment. Like somehow some of the decision might be changed in the future. So yeah. All right, next question. What color and style of pen is your favorite? Color and style. Well, usually I use blue pen. Okay, and style of the pen. My style, like when I was child, na, child means like when I was in maybe uh, seventh, eighth standard. At that time, seventh, eighth, like from the beginning, from when I was child, before the 10th standard, yeah, I was so crazy for gel pen, because like when you write things from the gel pen, na, everything is like a so smooth. The handwriting was so smooth. The everything was so smooth. So I usually prefer a gel pen. But the problem with the gel pen are like they are so expensive, and first of all they just gone very easily. Gone means like that ki, like they have like the it does not give, like it does not sustain for last long period of time. Okay, like actually a normal pain will sustain for sustain like as a normal pain can write so much. Okay, like like basically this normal pain can run for almost like maybe a week or month, but a gel pen won't be able to sustain for a week. Like within a week, the refill of this gel pen was gone. Okay, so I just have to bought new refill, and the refill of gel pen is also expensive. Okay, like almost like a two time expensive than normal pen. So yeah. So since I was child, I wanted to prefer as a gel pen, but then after that, 11th standard, 10th standard doesn't really matter me that much. Whatever the pen I have, just do it. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Okay, then after that, like a pain, it doesn't really matter me that much. Whatever the pain I get, just like yeah. Especially I prefer a blue pen. Yeah. Yes. Next question. If you could live in any historical era, which would you pick? Uh, well, historical era. Um, there are so many things. Okay, like there are so many things that I wanted to explore in the history. Like the history are so good. Okay. First of all, my couple of like I have multiple choices. Choices, nahi, priorities. Okay. Uh, ostrich camp or like the Holocaust. Okay, I just wanted to experience the Holocaust. What is Holocaust? So in World War II, the German people are so angry or angry towards Jewish people, Jewish uh, Jewish people. Okay, Jewish people. Jewish is a religious, by the way. Okay, and from German point of perspective, Jews are those people who hang the Yeshu Christ in in that particular period of time, and Yeshu Christ became the Christian. Like after he died, then the people is starting to recognize that he Yeshu Christ, and then Christian was born. Christian religious was born. Okay. So, from German perspective, the father of Christian, Yeshu Christ, is actually dead because of Jewish people. So they think that Jewish people are not good people. Okay, I'm not really telling, or I'm not really know the exact point, but this is kind of like a something really from upper layer that I know. Okay, uh, when Hitler was in commander in chief, or when he was chancellor, when he became a chancellor in Germany, he wanted to he wants that in his country Jewish people should not be stay in that country. So he does do lot of not so good stuff with them. Okay, Holocaust is one of them. Like basically, what does they do as a German people? They just like like they just वो लोग है ना, वो ऐसे ज्यूस लोगों को पकड़ते हैं, and 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 they do lot of something really not so good stuff with them. Like first of all is that they do human experiment. uh, some of the human experiment is really worse. Like basically is that now maybe I'm not able to tell this thing properly, because I am not really have that much knowledge, but I do know some sort of thing regarding Holocaust, that the German people do some sort of human experiment. Like human experiments like that like I don't know, like basically um, a man has to drink salt water or maybe ocean water, and they just analyze that will this man survive for like a day or not day. And these experiment are actually done for a one purpose, that what if like a German soldier actually fall in ocean, will he survive on that ocean if he drink that ocean water? So for that particular scientific experiment, he those scientific German perform that experiment on Jewish people, and for those Jewish people they have to drink um, only ocean water. Okay, let me tell you one thing about the ocean water. So the water that we drink was completely neutral. Okay, like we don't really have any taste. It's kind of like a something really normal, and we can able to drink a normal water. But when you include salt in it, the water is became so sour. Okay, and but there is a like basically in ocean water contain almost like a plus 100% of water, plus 100% of salt. What do you mean by that? Like if you get like if you just 1 liter of ocean water contain 100 gram of salt, 100 gram of salt, 100 no, sorry, I'm not really sure, but 100 or 10 gram of salt is actually in 1 liter of ocean water. And if we drink that very salty water, first of all we will not be able to survive that much, because in our human body is not actually digest that much salt. Okay, and our entire metabolism will affect. Okay, and basically we will die, maybe maybe almost like a I don't know, but after some sort of days. Okay, so their experiment to understand that uh, how many days can men survive if we drink that ocean water. And these are kind of like a something really a very like a kind of like a very like a beginning level of experiment. Yeah, if we went to the something really extreme level of experiment, then it was too much. Okay, like the gas chamber experiment. Okay, what is that gas chamber? That came the the German scientist put several people on on a chamber, and they just wanted to experiment some sort of a biological weapon. Okay, so at that time they are actually, like, in modern world, whatever the medicine or whatever the thing that we made, we actually test those medicine on mice. Why? Because of that ki mice has the same metabolism system that we have. Okay, so whatever the effect happen on mice, same effect happen on us. Why we choose mice? Because first of all, mice can reproduce so rapidly. Yeah, so rapidly. So and in our world there are millions of billions of mice, or maybe trillions of mice. Okay, so we will never really run out from the mice. Okay, as also, that's why we perform our medical experiment on mice. Okay, and then if that a medical experiment gets successful, then we proceed that medical experiment to human. All right, but in World War II they have a people, Jews. Okay, and German wants that ki Jewish people have to die. So if they wanted to kill those people, like so why not we do some sort of experiment on them and then we kill them, so that we can get little bit information, and as also those people can die too. Okay, so they do so many crazy experiment, gas chamber experiment, then I'm not really sure, but they did a lot of crazy stuff over there. Some of the things are shouldn't supposed to be say on this thing, like just I don't know, they do really 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 nasty stuff. Okay, so that is called Holocaust. And in that Holocaust there is a one specific place that I wanted to experience, which is actually happened in history, is like but let me Google it. Okay, uh, chat GPT can answer very clearly. What is ho holo what is Holocaust? Holocaust was the systematic and state sponsor uh, pre pres- prescription and murder of approximately 6 million Jews, along with millions of other victims by Nazi Germany and its uh, col- collaborator during the World War II. It took place from 1941 to 1945. This horrific event involved the mass murder of Jewish people through methods such as mass shooting, forced labor camp, and mostly notably extermination camp like uh, huh, Asoj Auschwitz. Okay, Auschwitz is a place. Okay, where this Holocaust was happened, where the victim was uh, systematically killed in gas chamber. The Holocaust is one of the most tragic and darkest chapter in our human history, and and it led to widespread suffering, loss of life, and displacement of countless individuals. It serves as a stark reminder of consequences of unchecked hatred, discrimination, and ignorance. Okay, so this is called Holocaust. Okay, so basically this is kind of like a really really brutal thing. Okay, uh if I wanted to experience this thing, how do I experience, like to become a prisoner of that Holocaust? If I became a prisoner of that Holocaust, then I should have to experience the pain that they are actually suffering from. Do you have that much thing Well, I just want to know what is actually the, like, basically now somehow the reality of the truth was so extreme. Like, in words we don't really understand the gravity of the what is exactly happening. Yeah, they use so many something really cruel words in the chat GPT that key it was something really historical thing that whatever, but in the reality now it was so much. Okay, let me tell you one thing. Most of the people are actually kill themselves, okay, just because for they don't really do some sort of crazy experiment on us. So basically they just hang themselves, कि they won't be able to sustain that much pain of like a pain of death. Yeah, so that holocaust was happened, really cruel thing, really cruel thing. Okay, this is the one the historical event. Also another historical event that I wanted to meet Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci is a one of the most, like, he's a father of, like, he has a knowledge of medical, he has a knowledge of engineering, he has a knowledge of, let me tell you one thing, okay, the helicopter was invented in 18th century, maybe I'm not really sure about the exact specific year, but yeah, 18th century or 19th century maybe. Okay, but the the Leonardo is actually invented a helicopter in 16th century, 16 or maybe 14th century. He invented helicopter. Yeah, he didn't really fly the helicopter that much, but yeah, he actually invented the blade and how is exactly the man can fly in air. As also Leonardo has a specific skill about that he like he can write as a mirror language. Like, what is really mirror language? Like, basically whatever you write, okay, in mirror you can see something really tilted, something upside down, okay, but Leonardo can write upside down. Upside down means it's something really very different technique of writing, and it is like basically not this writing. Like, if you wanted to read the thing, you won't be able to read because those writings are actually in English, but you won't be able to read it. You will able to read when you are actually in mirror, or when you read this thing in mirror, then you will read those things. As also Leonardo has so many talent regarding the painting, as also he does lot of dissection. What do you mean by that? In 16th century or maybe 15th century, I'm not really sure about the exact year of where he was, okay, but he do dissection. What does dissection? So Leonardo was so much curious about how is exactly our human body looks like from the inside. Like, basically we can see our face, mouth, hand, वगैरह, but inside we don't really know. Right now we know that because we have X-ray, we have so many things. In modern world we have so many evidence that this is that. But in 16th century we don't really know anything about what is actually the medical things and everything. So he was so curious about this. So what does he do? He was actually in Florence city. Florence is in Italy, and whoever the people who is actually die in prison or maybe die in some sort of fasi, vagara vagara. So what does he do? He just dissect those people. Okay, he just cut those people in half, and he just analyze what is actually the brain, what is actually the skull, what is actually the bone, and he just draw those things. Literally he draw those things like, can you even imagine? Okay, you just kill the man a half, and you are actually drawing that particular man, that how is exactly look. It was like super scary, dude, but he did it. And he not just did it on human, he did it on every species, like a dog, a goat, a pig, whatever the animal he found, he just dissect those animals, and just do it. It was kind of like a very cruel thing at that time, but yeah, he was did it, and he was really passionate about those. As also like Leonardo has a so much skills and knowledge and everything. Okay, if I have a power to be go back in time, I will definitely go meet Leonardo da Vinci, so that yeah, I just have to talk, and I just want to know that who is that people and how is that, like basically let me tell you one thing. The man is actually think from the future perspective. Like he was not living on this moment, he was living almost like a 500 year away. Okay, like let me tell you one thing. Now he just built that helicopter. How do you have that much idea? Let me tell you, how do you have that much idea? Literally not. Okay, like basically at that time no one actually seen the helicopter. At that time no one actually think a helicopter. At that time no one actually, like basically just exact replica of helicopter. Like we have a blades and we have kind of like a chopper. This is exactly like that. And his thought process was actually way forward, almost like a 500 year after what exactly happened. He was actually think that. So yeah, Leonardo da Vinci, I really wanted to meet if I have that power. And then painting Mona Lisa, super mystery painting in this world. Yeah, but I'm not really sure, I'm not really that much excited for the Mona Lisa. I'm really excited for the excited for Leonardo da Vinci. Yeah. So these are the scientific, or these are the historical event that I wanted to experience if I have that power. All right. So this is it. This is it. I'm actually talking for almost like a 42 minute. That is good. Okay. Some of the questions were really good. Some of the questions were really great. I really learned by myself all those things. After this artifact episode, I will not do anything. Okay. I just sleep. That's it. All right. This is it. Thank you.